你講起 Covid vaccine，其實 Trump 已經係一個幾 popular 嘅 scapegoat，就係有啲咩人唔想 take vaccine，個 media 都會 blame 或者 politician 會 blame Trump 喺美國啦，right？就話嗱，所以 Trump 都出咗嚟叫啲人去 take 個 vaccine，我唔知道佢個 message 有幾convincing，但係佢都有講到，right？仲有另外一樣嘢就係I want to go a little bit into the Asian hate thing，因為喺 Washington 有一個Asian hate crime 嘅 incident，就係有個我唔記得係咩人，個 suspect 好似係白人定係咩 whatever， 咁就推咗一個年紀大啲嘅 Asian woman，right？ 咁啊踢佢落地，咁之後跌咗落地之後，仲要踢多佢幾下咁樣。咁喺側邊咧有幾個 bystander 咩都冇做咁樣。咁就 New York 嘅mayor，I forget his name. It's kind of hard. No, that's the governor of New York. 但係個 mayor 我唔記得佢叫咩名。咁佢喺度講話佢想 blame Trump，因為佢一開始發現有
Asian virus, Kung flu, and all that, and sort of stigmatize the Asians.
incite 咗好多 Asian hate，咁就喺度 blame 佢。但係佢冇 realize 就係踢嗰個老人家落地嗰個 suspect，佢其實係之前坐過監嘅。佢坐監嘅原因係因為佢斬咗佢自己媽咪，like stabbed her to death 嗰種，坐咗like 10年 or whatever，which is apparently I don't know。Not apparently， 但係唔夠長嘅呢個 sentence。It should be life or something，right？ 咁佢出咗嚟，咁呢條友佢唔係 attack 個 Asian woman， 佢都會 attack 其他人。Like that's just based on 呢個人嘅 right history。咁所以 Trump 作為呢個 scapegoat，it's kind of old，it's getting old。But
really
it's
old.
still effective.
Is it still effective? Oh, yes, it is still effective.
Among the left.
即係我上次講 the minute the news hit the street， 即係我會覺得點解 Atlanta shooting？I mean 冇人去 look into the thing is that guy is he bearing a grudge against Asian, against women, against people who work in spas？There's no explanation，就已經將成件事就變咗係個 Asian hate crime，the shooting of the women in Atlanta。
You know what else wasn't exposed？ 就係好似又係 Washington State，因為 apparently Washington State despite being the capital， 佢嘅 crime rate 係飆升到
you mean Washington DC？Yeah，it's
insane。最近上個星期有一個 Uber driver， 咁佢 Muslim 嚟嘅，佢就帶緊兩個女仔 teenagers， 13歲定12歲、14歲咁上下，and they were trying to hijack his car， 想偷佢架車。咁個 driver 佢係大啲年紀，可能50-60度啊 ，he was Muslim， 咁就想阻止佢哋 obviously， 佢爬入個 driver seat 嘅時候，啲女仔就踩咗個 gas pedal。架車開緊嘅時候，個 driver 咧，即係個男人個 car owner， 佢企喺架車嘅，即係佢掹住喺出面啊。但係架車行緊，咁啊撞咗埋棟門落個 lamp post 度。He got crushed。死咗，即係棟門壓死咗佢。架車揸太快，咁就反咗。咁嗰啲 teenager 咧出咗架車就話 ：Where's my phone? My phone's still in the car。但係 national news 係冇講到嘅。So that's why the narrative is so important in mainstream media. If it doesn't fit their narrative, they're not going to talk about it. If it's not about COVID, if it's not about BLM, they're not gonna talk about it. The way that I found out about this news, I was on Ben Shapiro， 一個 conservative right 嘅KOL 啊，我哋慣咗講 KOL。咁佢就喺度講緊呢個 issue，就係個 double standard 啊。點解有啲新聞可以 make 到 national news， 有啲唔可以？It all depends on the narrative. How the party is going to get reelected is based on people's perception of what's happening and how well the government is doing. If they don't know about these things, about crime rates going up, 如果啲人唔知道 crime rate 上升緊嘅，因為有個 lockdown， 因為你唔俾學校開門嘅話，this is what happens. Teenagers go nuts. They don't. 當呢件事發生嘅時候，佢哋第一時間可能個腦係空白㗎，即係佢哋犯咗一件勁錯嘅嘢，但係 as teenagers，it's fucked up to say，but 係正常，因為你學校又唔俾開嘅話，佢哋 I'm guessing，I'm totally speculating， 但係佢哋應該係 from 一個冇咩家長教育嘅環境長大。They were looking for a phone, not to call 911, but because their phone was in there, right? They had to look for their phone.
Probably want to take a picture and put it on Instagram or something of the car
See?
crash.
So my point is, it all goes back. It goes back a little bit to the lockdown, right?
Yeah.
It's not doing well for the economy in any sense.
No, it's not doing well for society. Like 人真係會即係咁樣再落去，真係會癲嘅。And 個 lockdown 咧，你而家即係你越 severe 嘅 lockdown，你睇下香港 ，OK， 香港因為而家係已經鬆咗，但係嗱，首先香港個 lockdown 就唔撚同，香港個 lockdown 係有少少，即係100%唔係有少少，係100%係 political 嘅，係 political 嘅完全，因為佢唔撚想你啲人有 rally 有 protest 有乜嘢，所以唔準你好多人走埋一齊。And to support 唔準人走埋一齊，即係你唔可以4個人行埋一齊。講呢個乜嘢講五大訴求缺一不可，因為你唔可以咁樣嘅話，佢就話4個人坐埋一齊食飯都唔撚得啊，或者乜嘢，即係 all kind of thing。所以嗰個 lockdown 係 political 嘅。咁但係咧，佢而家咧就 allow 開放翻啲 beaches 啊，啲乜嘢啊，即係好多啲 parks 啊，啲 theme parks 啊 ，Disney 啊嗰啲。And wow, looking at 嗰啲相，嗰啲報紙影嗰啲相，你覺得係啲人會有一個in revenge, people will just be doing so much。真係哇架車都坐撚滿晒人，嗰啲咁嘅乜嘢，嗰啲咁嘅 campsite 啊係多人到黐晒線。And is 如果即係除非你話香港真係完全 virus free。如果咪又係好大人嘅，即係你突然之間，即係你係太過分啦！啲人如果你 if you lock people down for so long，
啲 regulation 係唔 make sense 嘅。
係啊，咁同埋即係 going back to 我哋頭先，即係始終講緊嘅就係嗰個乜嘢嗰個the effect is having on our economy 係真係已經係去咗個 stage 係not only the economy actually economy we've talked about。但係會 create 一個成個 society 會係好 twisted 㗎啦已經。And sorry, we were on the subject of the media and how it and that they all have their own agendas for reporting some stuff and not reporting some stuff。And 係咯，即係 Atlanta 嗰個 shooting 係我係覺得係有人即係or a few persons or 有人係 feel that their cause can be benefited from reporting this and making it an Asian hate crime even before it's
before
fully
all
established.
the evidence are founded.
我真係唔覺得 all the evidence is on the table，即係究竟 and I think
I believe it。
同埋個 shooter 係死咗㗎係咪？好似
I don't know.
I think he died. So there's no way of finding it out. And which is I hate to say that, but convenient for whoever's doing the reporting. 咁你 from this point on 就係 is always being classified as a hate crime against Asians. Which once again 即係而家係有個咁嘅乜嘢喺度。所以即係我好開心。But speaking of the end, you saw those. Did I never showed you the pictures. The video footage of some pro CCP people who acted as marshals for that particular rally, who just stood in front of
邊度嘅 rally 啊
San Francisco.
？OK， 係不如你重新講一次。
OK 喺 即係個 obviously 因為 San Francisco 有個好大嘅 Asian community 啦，即係 traditionally is always 咁啊有一個好大嘅呢個 Asian hate crime 嘅即係 Stop Asian Hate 嗰個乜嘢啦，嗰個 rally 啦。And 咁有個人舉好多唔同嘅牌咧 ，Stop hate Asian Hate or just whatever。咁有兩個人咧就係舉咗個牌咧，就係我唔知嗰兩個係香港 ，I don't think they are 香港人 ，I think they are 法輪功。And so their sign was like Stop Asian Hate with a byline of just blame the CCP for a lot of stuff, but not generally Asians, just blame the CCP or worse to that effect. And 有兩個 marshal meaning you know like 我哋喺呢度去嗰啲 rally 就着住件黃色背心咁樣 ，people who help out with organizing things. And they just kept standing in front of those guys holding that sign to make sure that the cameras don't capture that sign.
你問我個 organizer for 嗰個 rally 會唔會係 CP 搞嘅話咧，我唔會 question 呢樣嘢咯。即係我覺得真係會有可能咯。
我都覺得係
呢啲咁樣嘅 event 去 promote 翻 Asian or like Chinese culture 呢啲咁樣嘅嘢，right？ 我睇 Stop Asian Hate 同睇 BLM 嘅 movement 係有少似。之前講過就係 bullying is gonna exist no matter what， 係睇下你點樣 fight back against it。因為你始終喺呢邊嚟講咧，喺西方國家，只要你係做到嘢嘅，我覺得nothing's gonna stop you from getting promoted。Nothing's gonna stop you from getting the right job, from pursuing your dreams. It's about how you
幾時都係咁諗，即係我即係香港人有句説話咯，禾稈冚珍珠，即係一個真嘅珍珠，佢係會 shine 嘅話，你揾乜撚嘢冚住佢，佢都係會 shine 嘅。一個人有 ability 嘅話，佢就係會揾到一個佢 deserve 嘅 environment 去 shine 嘅。
我唔會講呢度冇 racism。但係起碼同中國比嘅話，我用翻中國做一個 example。如果你係新疆 ethnicity 嘅話，right Muslim 嘅 religion 嘅話，你唔會，你喺呢邊係一個 melting pot 嘅一個 society。起碼你同 friend 同 co-worker，like there are assholes everywhere in any kind of jobs, in any kind of workplace, in any kind of environment.
It could be a school, it could be a uni, it could be a job. 一定有，甚至乎乜嘢都會有 neighborhood 都會有乜嘢都會有。
佢唔係 racist 嘅話，佢可能係 homophobic， 佢可能係一個 bully。
People have prejudices and it's always going to be there.
Yeah， 但係你呢啲咁樣no 咁樣嘅 movement stop hate。Stop Asian Hate BLM 呢啲咁樣，我覺得it's you know what 呢個 thought 我要再 develop 下先至講。
因為OK 嗱咁樣講咯，屌你唔好以為即係 not only 呢個 Western people hate Asians，Asians 都 hate Asians， 唔好話Uyghurs。唔好話好似佢哋 ethnically
北方人、南方人
我喺乜嘢唔使北方，大家其實好 close 嘅啫。我喺北京做嘢嗰陣時，我先學識嘅。原來北京人咧係好撚歧視河南人嘅。 因為河南人咧就我唔知點解河南可能係一個比較窮啲嘅 province。It's not that far from Beijing. It's about a few hours by train by high speed train to Beijing. 佢哋係 to the point 係有一個 wedding party，wedding party，and then 係 it's 喺北京嘅 wedding party。咁個 bride and groom 就係北京人咁樣結婚啦咁樣，and then 個男家即係個 groom 嘅 family 點樣知道原來個 bride 個阿媽係河南人？佢哋係可以話哇袋好啲個銀包啊！Like fuck if that's not a prejudice, what the fuck is？
即係我會覺得你唔可以永遠用 racism 做一個 excuse。你無論係喺一個點樣嘅 environment 都好，sexist 嘅 workplace 又好，點樣racism homophobic，你 as long as 係可以做到你自己嘅工作，and you can do it very well，I don't think that there are places that can stop you from growing. If there are people that are stopping you, that's just a bad workplace and you should move, right? Away from those assholes, right? 但係冇一個 systemic law in place 係阻止你 as 一個 Asian、as 一個 Indian from getting where you want to go, right? 喺呢度嘅好處就係咁樣，我覺得。
係咯，即係你講得啱嘅就係冇一個 it's not systemic。即係 if you are unfortunate enough that 你個 boss 或者你個 superior or whoever you report to has a thing for either Asians or gays and lesbians or
whatever it is
women or whatever。
就算你隻眼生得奇怪啲嘅 ，right？ 你隻耳仔好似 right 生得出啲嘅，都會俾人笑。
Exactly，It's
the same thing。
樣衰人哋就可以咩你啦，人哋就可以你就可以歧視你。So just it's not something that 即係你 instead of spending all this effort to ask people not to 唔好歧視你。Why don't you spend more effort in bettering yourself?
In fact, embrace it. 因為我 make 一個 example， 我係琴晚同女朋友睇咗個 YouTube， 就係喺美國 Texas 而家佢 open up 晒啦，有一個 live 嘅stand up comedian 嘅 act。佢哋做嘅嘢就係請有幾個出名嘅 comedian， 佢organize 咗一個 event 就係俾啲 audience 寫自己嘅名擺有一個 hat 裏面，咁個 host 會 draw 佢哋嘅名出嚟，佢想嘅話就上嚟 perform 一個1分鐘嘅 stand up act，right？其中一個呢啲俾人抽到個名出嚟嘅人咧，佢係有一個illness 嘅，叫 Tourette。我唔知道你有冇聽過
I know Tourette.
I've never heard of it.
已經係啦。
Oh no way.
Yeah, Robin Williams is
佢嗰個係點樣啊
？He 即係 mood swings
嗰啲係 Tourette 咩？
唔係嗰啲唔係咩 ？A lot of bad language。
OK， 我講下呢條友嘅 effect 係點樣。佢嘅 Tourette 咧就係會幾秒就會即係可能隻眼眨下，個頭喐下，之後會講啲奇怪嘅字嚟。佢嗰個 effect 咧就係 I'm just gonna say it. I'm not making fun of him. He was so good at doing stand up, and he was so courageous. 佢係每年嗰個字都會變嘅。佢從15歲開始，I think like 7歲開始，佢有咗呢個病係俾蚊咬完，佢就會講 fuck 咁樣，每幾秒咁樣。但係佢每年咧呢個字都會變嘅。The worst was when his word of the year was the N word. Was the N word, and he was doing stand-up comedy. Right? And imagine 佢喺學校 right? 佢有呢個病。He said it on stage. 佢係俾人 bully 係俾人打 right、but he made it to this stage and did an amazing performance. It wasn't his first time. 佢做咗 stand-up comedy for 10 years, right? I'm thinking a couple of things. 就係第一，呢條友勁 courageous.
Yeah.
That's not stopping. If that's not stopping him, right? 有幾多人有 Tourette versus 美國有幾多 Asian, right? 呢條友可以 make it to the stage and do what he loves. What's stopping an Asian from doing what they love, whatever it is? Does that make sense? 第二就係你喺西方國家可能會見到咁樣嘅人有咁樣嘅 illness 可以上到 stage 可以 perform 到。你喺中國 or 喺一啲更加 conservative Muslim 嘅國家，你有咁樣嘅病症嘅時候 or 你喺 Russia 你係 gay 嘅。How can you possibly make it on TV or on YouTube, right? 佢哋 ban 晒㗎嘛 right? That's systemic racism or discrimination, right? 喺呢度唔係㗎嘛，
呢度完全唔係。
No matter what，你係坐輪椅嘅又好 ，whatever it is， nothing stopping you from getting where you want to be. Right?
Nothing but yourself and how you see yourself
can
stop you from being where you want to be.
嗰個 show 叫做 Kill Tony。It's just the name of the show.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah， 好好睇。佢係幫啲新嘅 comedian 去 like get a name for themselves, right? So anyways，我係喺嗰度見到呢條友 ，right? So talented, right? 咁所以yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay. 即係所以 back to Asian hate or racism. Or any kind of prejudice. 我真係覺得 if you feel that you are not getting where you want to be because of you are who you are, then 即係真係試下 imagine 你自己嘅 abilities, multiply it by 1.5 times and see if it would get you into a better place.